really interesting because we were talking about alternative energy and sustainability initiatives on campus in the Green Committee, but then a generous donation came in about the same time in which they wanted that donation to go towards a sustainability project.
With my interest in renewables and the solar thermal, with various people coming together, it just kind of came up with the idea to create an installation on this building that would truly actually create a system where we save energy, save the university dollars, and through a renewable technology with the solar thermal, and make it also a tool that can be used for the university to teach the students about renewables.
It's an educational benefit. It demonstrates the power of a solar system, so it just brings it to reality. So that, for me, was probably the primary reason why it makes sense to do it.
This solar array here is heating preheating the domestic hot water that serves primarily the cafeteria and the kitchen area. But it's all interconnected into the university, into this entire building where the hot water comes out of that same room. So any place that's using hot water would come from these collectors.
This is called a closed loop glycol system. So we're actually running a glycol through the collectors. In the morning, once the sun starts rising, and once it gets higher, it's gonna heat up these panels. And once the panels get to a warmer temperature than what the tank is at, the controller is going to tell the pump to start running. So the glycol comes in the bottom of the collector, and it's actually pumped through each of them, and then it is brought back down to the mechanical room through the top of the collector, which is the hottest point. And it's actually going to be moving the glycol throughout the collectors, and it's pumping them throughout, so it's going to bring the energy from the bottom in here through the collectors and then back, and it's going to be moving it through the top, coming back down. Both these lines actually go down this chimney chase into the mechanical room, and that's where the pumping station and the rest of the stuff is.
But even the sun that's shining on those collectors right now, they're real diffused. You can feel that pipe there, not too hot. And then feel that one, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the cold water coming back out of the tanks and going up to the collectors. And even though it's not a sunny day, it's a very diffused, cloudy day, we're still collecting energy off of those panels. Mm-hmm. So you don't need a bright sun always to collect energy. So it's doing its job, even on a cloudy day.
Yeah. So your domestic cold coming into the building comes into these tanks first, and that's what's being preheated by the solar thermal. Once the energy starts passing through these tanks, it starts warming up, and then it actually comes into these primary tanks, which is heating up the domestic hot water for the cafeteria, that extra bit that it needs to for their temperatures.
Creating these technologies and putting them in actual usage so that the students can not only just know that there's solar panels on the roof, but they could actually see, you know, how much energy did we save today? How many trees did we plant? You know, how many cars did we take off the road in reduction of carbon because we're creating an energy from a renewable source?
I mean, here's where you should be responsible in leading the way, I think, in our society, is from the university. Where research can happen at the same time as you do development, where students can become involved.
The students that come through this university are the people who are going to be the decision makers in the world. And if they understand the technologies, it's easier for them to move them forward. If you don't know anything about them, it's pretty easy to say, no thanks. Let the sun do it. It's there, it's free.